अभी हमारे बीच में तमिलनाडु से आए हुए हमारे कार्यकर्ता है डॉक्टर D.R. शेखर. I request to Dr. D.R. शेखर to come forward and deliver your speech.
Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya. Venerable Bhante Ji from Thailand, Bhante Ji is from Japan, and all the dignitaries on the dais, and off the dais, and all the people listening from the ground. Good evening to everyone. So indeed, it is a pleasure for me, and I am privileged to be here. In the year 1956, October 14, the same place, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, is made the historical conversion. So I am just looking at the picture. So this is the very picture which was taken at that time. And after 67 years, we are all sitting the same place, and we are making a very unique connection. Myself, I am Shekhar. I am coming from Tamil Nadu. And indeed, you are seeing a very unique thing. Past 66 years, we are celebrating the Ashoka Vijay Dasami, right? And we know Bhagavan Buddha is there, Ambedkar, our Messiah, is there. And Ashoka, the person, we heard about him only in the history books, like a political modernist. And he has given a lot of reforms and a lot of activities and welfare state he has done it. And we do not literally know how he looks like. Today, that gap has been filled. There was a huge rally. We took it from Dhamma Bhoomi to Deeksha Bhoomi. This is the statue. We are part of this Buddhist Fraternity Council, from which we brought this statue. Now this statue will be installed in the Deeksha Bhoomi shortly, with the due support of our Bhante Ji, with all our friends. And I wish to bring to your notice the people all the way 4,500 kilometers we traveled on a road, starting from the place Mavalikara, the Buddha Junction, that is called Dhamma Bhoomi. Then again we enter into Tamil Nadu, that is the Sangha Bhoomi. From there we enter into Ashoka Bhoomi, that is Karnataka. Then later we enter into a Naga Bhoomi, that is Andhra Pradesh. And again Charana Bhoomi, that is Telangana. Then finally we reached our Deeksha Bhoomi. Again the history we wanted to bring back and fill the gap. That is very, very important. So we need to understand why Baba Saheb Ambedkar chosen this October 14th. It's a great relevance. Though he is a very ardent historian, he explored and digged as an archaeologist the day exactly where our Samrat Ashoka is converted into Buddhism by a bhikkhu Ubagupta Tissa. At the age of 36, he ruled a welfare state for 36 years. From there, the Samrat Ashoka became Ashoka the Great, the Dhamma Ashoka, the transformation. That's very, very important. Because he is the one, not only he did a lot of reforms, he put his own daughter and son for propagation of his Dhamma throughout the world, particularly starting all the Southeast nations. Everybody is now we're talking about, now we are saying Thailand, Sri Lanka, Japan, China. All this is an effort of our Dhamma Vijay and Ashoka. That is the relevance. Let us understand Baba Saheb is giving a very unique touch to this. He has given a very precise thing. He has given an approach to religion. What is a general understanding of religion and what is a conversion, what is Buddhism. We are just trying to gulp everything, swallow the things. It is not like he has given a very logical explanation. Everything. When the year 1919, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, when he was giving his statement to Southborough Committee, 1919, he was talking about the uniqueness of this indigenous people. He was claiming that they are minorities and a separate element. And later the same thing he did it in the year 1932, Round Table Conference. And he was talking about the same thing and not having any organization at the time. 1919 he was not having an organization. 1932 he was not having an organization. It is purely an ideological and intellectual strength he was supporting. Nobody is having a doubt, and nobody had the courage to refute his ideas. Why he is saying so? Then later, 1936, he formed the first organization, that is ILP, Independent Labour Party. Then again he was fighting for the independent, separate electorate. He always fought for the separate electorate, separate settlement, everything. The great people, the last regret is very, very important. Last regret is very, very important. Baba Sahib Ambedkar said, I feel guilty of doing this conversion in a fag end of my life. But I don't have a doubt. My people will sacrifice their life to bringing the Dhamma to the people. Sacrifice everything to achieve the Dhamma propagation in this India. This is what we have to remember. Why he said so? Though he declared in the year 1935 at the Yellow Conference, though I was born in a Hindu, which is not my fault, I will not die as a Hindu. Then later he took almost 20 years, 35 to 56. What has happened? Why this long gap? Because it was a lot of political actions he used to take. 1935, 1937, the first India Act, the election was there. 1942, there was an event. And again, 1947, India got independence. He took a largest responsibility of writing the Constitution of India. The moment he completed the Constitution of India in the year 1949, November 26, he is immediately started working towards Buddhism. Brothers and sisters, I just wanted to bring to your notice, in the year 1950, what we are seeing as the International Buddhist Conference. 1950, in the month of May, in Sri Lanka, Baba Sahib Ambedkar attended the World Buddhist Conference. And second Buddhist conference he attended in the year 1954 in Burma, Rangoon, in the month of December. And again he attended the World Buddhist Conference in the year 1956, November month. There are 3 international Buddhist conferences he attended. In the first conference, he identified 3 important things. Number 1, because there is a huge literature is existing, there are a lot of sects also existing in Buddhism. He wanted to bridge the gap between all these things. So he was suggesting there should be a gospel. There should be a gospel like a handbook everyone will have in their hand, which he was having the idea in the year 1950. And second one, he wanted to revamp the Bhikkhu Sangha. Revamp the Bhikkhu Sangha. He was unhappy about the Bhikkhu Sangha, the functions. He was suggesting and prescribing, bringing the objectives and goals of the Bhikkhu Sangha. And the third, the suggestion what he was giving is having a World Buddhist Council, as the Jesuit people are having the Vatican, and the Buddhist world level he was suggesting this. Just he completed his first vow, like making a handbook of Buddhist gospel, that is nothing but Buddha and his Dhamma. Buddha and his Dhamma we are equating with the Bible and Quran and other holy texts of other religion, which is not true. Buddha and his Dhamma is for every human being throughout the world, because it is talking about Dhamma. Here we are just seeing a lot of war is going on in the Middle East, and we have the Palestinian and Jewish people are fighting each other. And Jewish people are very, very strongly doing it that very quite long time with the support of a religious strength. They are the religious strength of Moses, who gave them the 10 Commandments. I was just glanced through the 10 Commandments. What was it, the precepts? It is none other than the Panchashila. What Buddha has given, the Panchashila was given in the 10 Commandments, which is given by Moses. The same thing. Adina Dana, don't kill, don't tell lie, don't steal, and don't indulge in the promiscuous life, don't indulge in the intoxicant, something like that. Again, the only difference is, what Buddha has said is, it is a self-command. It is not preaching. It is not telling others, you do it, you don't do, you don't do. But whereas in Dhamma, we commit ourselves. I will not do, I will not do. This is a kind of self-command. This is very, very important. That is what Ambedkar is taken very seriously and he is prescribed to all our people. He was regretting our people, that is we will do it. Maybe this is a continuous legacy. We will continue his intellectual legacy. We are reducing it to a mere a constitutionalist or a jurist or a kind of economist or a historian or anything. But he is a liberator. He is a liberator. He liberated more than 30 crores of people during his time, and it is our duty to follow the footprints of our Baba Saheb Ambedkar and take further. And I was to get into a last point, and what is being an Ambedkarite or Ambedkarist? Many a time we call ourselves Ambedkarite or Ambedkarist. A Ambedkarist must be a Buddhist. What is to be a Buddhist? A Buddhist, not merely a good Buddhist. It's a good Buddhist. A good Buddhist supposed to propagate the Buddhism among our fraternity. So this is very important. So, brothers and sisters, again I appeal to you. Again we will read again the Ambedkar volumes, which is 15,300 pages in volume, 17 volumes in part 1 and 2, 3. So, put together 15,300 pages, and again we will reread untruncated, uninterpolated, unadulterated Baba Ambedkar's literature. We will bring and we will preach with our people and achieve our goal, not fighting against any individual. What we supposed to, he has given very clearly. The chapter warning to untouchables, it's very clearly given. Let us follow the lines. Let us weaponize ourselves with the writings of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. With these words, I wish to thank Bante Dhammasarathiji, who gave the invitation for me from Tamil Nadu to this place. Though I was having a program of bringing Dhamma Vijay and Ashoka to Deeksha Bhoomi, I overwhelmingly thanking to Bante ji for this great opportunity. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shekhar.